You got this.
Okay. So.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Meet Me in the Middle.
Woo!
I'm Shannon Hurst. This is my co-host, Crystal Fogel. She's awesome. We'll start off by telling you a little bit about who we are. So I'm a single mom of two boys. I guess they're not boys anymore. I have a 19-year-old who is pursuing a career in baseball and kinesiology, and I have an 18-year-old who's almost graduating in 2 weeks. And he's going to school for, see if I can get this right, esports business management. So I think is a glorified title for I want to game and make a business out of it. So I don't care as long as he's happy and he's doing what he loves, and if he can make money doing that, then right on. I'm a lot of things actually.
That is true.
This could be a very long description. I'll try to shorten it down. So I'm a longtime journalist, writer, columnist, photographer, entrepreneur. I specialize in multimedia. There's not much I haven't done, except I haven't done a podcast. So I'm super stoked to be doing this with my bestie. So it's going to be awesome. And I'm a true nature nerd.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
Yep.
If it's anything to do with nature and wildlife in the world, I'm on it. And the reporter in me takes me down a lot of rabbit holes, but we'll get to that in a bit. So I've always wanted to do a podcast. There's nobody I'd rather do it with than you. We're going to try this out. Crystal is kind of like, no, I don't think I'm very good at this, but she's going to be amazing. Watch, she's going to be amazing. I promise you. It'll be great. It may take a little while to warm her up, and
probably.
Yeah, her man Jared has asked her to be on his podcast, and she said no, but I badgered and begged and pretty well persevered until she agreed. So here we are. Yay.
It was your enthusiasm, actually.
Okay, see,
that's what Jared today. I'm like, she's just so excited and she's so enthusiastic. He's like, so is that the like, secret to getting you to do what I want? And I'm like, pretty much. If you come at me with like major enthusiasm and excitement, I'll probably go down that road with you, whatever it is.
See,
I know
we're helping your relationship on the side.
See, there you go. Already a benefit.
We're winning, and I want to make a podcast about something that's upbeat. There's so much crap going on in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
Wars, Ukraine, Russia, the Middle East, India. I could go on, our crazy neighbors down south, but we won't delve into the dark pit very much. But there's a lot of crap going on, and it's just even living a normal life right now. Money doesn't go as far as it used to. We have to work super hard to get where we are. There's so many stress factors in our life. So I think it's important to take a little time and be silly and lighthearted and think of random stuff that really has no relevance. So I'm going to try every week when we meet. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and bring you some of my nature nerdness.
Okay.
Teach you what I learned this week, because I'm so bad for that. We love to, we have a real love of the outdoors, the two of us. We paddle lots and we hike lots. A couple of years ago, I did a big 50 at 50 hike, and Chris was a huge part of that. It was amazing. So she's had to listen to me talk about nature and wildlife a lot. But we have a lot of common grounds. We have a lot of fun. I think the important thing is to bring that to us, or us to them, or to you guys, or to whoever's listening. I'm sure for the first year it'll be a few of our good friends, and that'll be it. But anyways, thank you for anybody that's listening to us already. So that's our goal. Okay, it's your turn. Tell me about you, baby.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm Crystal. I'm a mother of 4 kids, but though they're all adults now. I work in health and wellness. I love to travel. I do a fair bit of traveling. And I like getting out on the weekends, hiking. We live near the Rockies, so we do a lot of hiking and paddling in the Rockies. I enjoy that a lot. I don't know.
It's good. With her trusty pups.
Yes.
Crystal's a paddleboarder with Luna on the front.
Yeah.
I'm a kayaker with my dog Denali in the cockpit.
That's true. Our dogs are besties too.
They are.
I know.
And it's kind of funny because my dog hated dogs.
Same. Yeah. We were both like, I have a dog. I have a dog too. And that's like, but my dog doesn't like other dogs. And we were both said the exact same thing, and then our dogs met, and like,
look, we already have technical difficulties going on.
Within a minute or so, they were just like totally fine.
I know.
They absolutely adore each other, and
Which is
they're
so
super
weird.
cute. Yeah.
Like there's only one other dog in 11 years that Denali has really got along with, and
Mhm.
they really love each other.
I know. It's
Kind
sweet.
of like us. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
It's really sweet. Yeah.
It is really cool. Okay, so let's start with well, we already started, but anyways, I mentioned earlier that I tend to go down rabbit holes, and oh my Jiminy Cricket, I am so bad for it, like jumping jeepers. Okay, so I was just scrolling through Facebook as I normally do, or LinkedIn or whatever, and then I'll see something that's fascinating and something that stands out. And so today, ironically, as I'm trying to figure out what we're going to talk about tonight, I come across this post on Facebook and it says, "No hurricane has ever crossed the equator."
I saw that today too.
Dude, did you read about that?
Yes.
It's freaking crazy.
No, I didn't know that.
Have you ever heard of the Coriolis effect until today?
No.
Okay.
But I saw the exact same thing.
Oh, okay,
Hopefully
so
it's actually true.
it is because I went down the rabbit hole.
Okay, good. Because I saw that, I'm like, I showed it to Jared too, and I'm like, do you think, like, is this a thing? And I'm like, maybe we should all be moving to the equator. That seems like a really safe place.
Dude, well, okay, weather-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to, okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, let's back up, hold on.
Okay.
So, just like most people see stuff on Facebook, like Crystal and Jared, and they go, yeah, wow, and then down they go, and meanwhile, an hour later, I've
You're
read
still
so many
researching it.
papers and researched it. Oh my gosh, so it is really cool. It is a super cool effect. And as I started to read all about this, I've learned some really weird stuff. So, okay, common fact. And for all of you out there that already know about the Coriolis effect, I apologize, but this was fascinating. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about why. So, no matter where you are on this planet, the day is 24 hours. It doesn't matter if you're in Brazil or if you're in the Northwest Territories. It's a 24-hour day. However, if you're standing on the North Pole or the South Pole and you're standing in one spot, the rate in which the Earth is spinning while you're there in the poles is 0.00005 miles per hour, which feels about right if you ask me. But
Okay.
if you're standing on the equator, do you know how fast you're spinning if you're standing in one spot?
Is it way faster?
Dude, it's so good you're sitting down, like,
Or is it way slower?
dude, it's 1,040 miles per hour.
What?
So, of course, I had to investigate that even further. So, yeah, seriously. So, the center of the Earth literally travels at 1,040 miles per hour. So, the days are the same. Time doesn't change, but the rate in which we're spinning does. And you don't feel like you're spinning any faster at the equator than you do the North Pole. So, that's how this Coriolis effect takes place. So, it's super, super cool. Well, it's cool for the nerd in me. Anyways.
So what is it here, I wonder? Like,
Oh,
can you calculate? Because we're not halfway,
no.
but we're kind of like, we're a bit north of halfway, I think.
Probably. But, well, I don't know. We're on the Canadian border. So we're probably, I bet you we're like 500 miles per hour. That's crazy.
But I wonder if that goes down, like,
It stays the same. It stays the same. So from the equator, whether you move north or south, the speed rates adjust accordingly all the way across. So they had this really cool diagram with trains, and they put like a blue train around the equator, and then they had red trains at the same longitudes on the, like in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. And so it was trying to explain this Coriolis effect and how it actually works. So there's a lot of really good data on it and images, but when I was lying getting acupuncture with your amazing, talented boyfriend, Jared, the image finally came to me. So the reason that no storms can ever cross the equator is partly because of how fast the Earth spins. But the other part of it is it only affects things that travel over a long distance. So air currents, ocean that's affected by wind, air travel. Like, you can't fly straight. It literally arcs it. It's even a thing for a sniper. I read an article on a sniper. So, I know. Anyways. See,
so if you fire a bullet through the equator,
if you fire a bullet over any certain distance, say like 1,000 yards, you have to equate for the curve.
Because it's going so fast.
Because it's going so fast and because of the way it spins. So, if you're standing on the equator and something comes at you, like here's a good one. If you're driving on a train across the equator and you threw a soccer ball off, more technical difficulties. Say you threw it out the right-hand side of the window. The ball literally instantly goes into an arc and it goes clockwise. If you threw it out the left-hand window, it goes counterclockwise.
I was just going to say.
And it splits it.
That was my impression, was that the storm is turning one way.
Yeah.
And it can't, as soon as it would cross, it would have to turn the other way. So it would
it repels it.
Yeah.
So the image that came to me on the acupuncture table was a snowplow. So if you're going to drive here in Canada, for those of you who don't have snow, we have snow. Mm-hmm. And if you were going to drive a snowplow down the middle of the road and had a blade straight, you know how it sprays out equally on the right and left side? That's exactly what it's like.
Okay.
So there's like this invisible snowplow blowing air currents at 1,040 miles per hour on the equator. Okay. So that there will never be a cyclone, a typhoon, a tornado, anything. There'll never be any weather on that equator.
That's true. But you know what? Probably a lot of this stuff is formed there in a way. Like I know things form in the middle of the ocean, but it's probably because of that, because the movement's so fast that it's like, if it gets into the ocean with like heat and humidity or whatever, different factors, wind or something, then it starts to twirl it and then it turns into a storm.
It's very cool.
I don't practically meteorologists now.
I know. Look what we learned down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Okay, there's always like, when you Google something and it has all these randomly asked questions underneath what you Google search. I had to laugh today. One was, is that why my toilet goes a certain direction? Oh my gosh.
No, I've heard that too.
I know, but it's not. It has nothing to do with it.
Really?
No,
I've heard that happens.
It's the magnetic poles. It's not the Coriolis effect, because it has to span a greater distance. So air or water, but it has to have wind as a factor. So there's not enough water in your toilet bowl to call it.
Yeah.
When you flush, it's not Coriolis effect, but. Okay, rabbit hole for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. That's what I've learned. I could tell you a whole bunch of other more useless information about that, but we won't bore our listeners too much.
I think that's neat, because I saw that today too, and I kind of pondered it for a bit. I actually got to cross the equator last year for the first time, going to Bora Bora.
Oh.
And so, when we crossed, because there's a map on the plane, and so you can see exactly when you cross.
Yeah.
And so I was watching it as we were like approaching, and I'm like, this is cool, because I've never done this before. And so it was kind of neat to like go and then realize like you're on the equator and then see yourself go past it. I'm like, okay, I'm past the equator. There were so many things that I thought I wanted to pay attention to on the other side of the equator, but I didn't, because I was just distracted and enjoying where I was. But I didn't I wanted to really look at the sky, because the stars
Southern
are so
hemisphere,
different.
for sure.
So not that I know everything about our stars, but I thought, like definitely when you go to other places, the moon looks different. And I guess I wanted to pay more attention, and I don't know, I didn't maximize it. I will do that next time if I cross.
Girlfriend, you're in Bora Bora, so I think priority should have been kind of on the
problem. It was just too awesome and too distracting. But yeah, it's just neat. But there's things that are different, and
It is neat. And air travel is a great one. I got to go on my first big trip to Europe this year. I got to meet you and awesome Jelaine there. And on the way back, I got to fly over the Arctic Circle area. And I got to fly over the Arctic ice shelves. And that was unfreaking believable.
Yeah.
Because there was cracks in them. And I don't know how many of you have done this, but if you look down at the ice shelf with the cracks, and we're mountain lovers, there's mountains going into the ocean. It's like, it is just so cool. There's these cracks and this beautiful blue water and these giant oceans with massive mountains going down into them of ice. It was super cool. So you do see cool stuff on the plane.
I liked those pictures, actually. I was very surprised.
I know.
I'd never seen anything like that.
I know. Well, you're going to see it now, because Crystal's going to Iceland in a little while. I can't wait to hear all about that. So that'll be another fun thing. We get to talk about all your epic travels.
Sure.
I traveled for baseball.
That's fun. Cheering your son on in baseball, that's epic.
It is epic. I love it. I got a trip this weekend, but yeah. And hey, I've seen 47 out of 50 states now, so that's kind of been cool. Most of it was baseball related, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do those kind of things.
It is.
Okay. Side note, Crystal is an amazing reader. I would love to read as much as she does. She's really good about it, and she reads a wide variety of books. And you were just telling me about a book series you're reading, which is, who are you reading?
So I'm reading this book because it's actually a pretty famous author. His name is Frederick Bachman. He wrote A Man Called Ove. You've probably heard of that one.
Of course I haven't heard about that.
Okay, well, it's a huge book. And it was also made into a movie, I think starring Tom Hanks, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Like, I shouldn't say that 100%, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, very famous book. Very, very good. Anyway, he's from Sweden or somewhere. He's from the, Nordic countries, I guess. Somewhere up there. I want to say Sweden because this book is set in Sweden. But anyway, he's from somewhere like that. So the book is hockey related. So it's called Beartown. And that was the first book. And so Beartown is this hockey town in Sweden. So the whole story is about this whole community and their love of the sport, and just you get to know all the characters on the team and the people surrounding it and stuff. So it's really cool. And then I'm on the second book now because it's a series. So I decided I was going to read this series. There's 3 books throughout the playoffs because I'm from Edmonton and the Oilers are in the playoffs. But there's a game tonight and they are not doing well. And they're going to be down on the series now.
Come on, keep the faith, girlfriend.
3-1.
They're down 3-1.
They will be. They'll be down 3-1 after this game.
Thomas.
I know. I was actually pretty hopeful. I thought that they were going to do this. I was lucky enough growing up in Edmonton. There was like what they called like the glory days where we had this like epic team, and I think we won the cup like 5 years out of 6 or 7 or something in a row. So it felt like we were always celebrating a Stanley Cup, and I just wanted to relive that. It's just nostalgia.
I hope they do. It'd
be
nice to have Canada win again.
Came back. I mean, it would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
So I'm really hopeful, but I'm also like realistic now.
I'm from Toronto originally, so I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. I have celebrated a World Series in Toronto, though.
Well, the Jays are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know that I can actually remember? This is totally off topic, crazy story. I was working in a Chinese restaurant in Trail, BC, when the Jays were in it. I don't know if it was 92 or 93, I can't remember, but it was kind of funny. They have a different culture, and I got along so well with Ronnie Ma. He was the owner. He was amazing, and I was going back and forth serving. We had the game on this tiny little old television, something you'd like seen in the 60s. It was so old, and it was black and white, and it was in the corner of the kitchen. And I came in, and Joe Carter was coming up, and I said, Ronnie, he's going to grand slam right now. We're going to win the series. He's like, oh yeah. And I go back out, and I can hear the TV, and I come running back in, and Ronnie's standing there with the most hilarious look on his face. He said, how you know? This game already on? I said, no, I guessed. Oh my gosh. But it was so freaking epic. I totally remember where I was when they won the World Series.
There you go. I do too. I was in Wayne Gretzky's bar. Right downtown Toronto, watching it.
See?
And then we poured out onto Yonge Street and celebrated with like 1 million people or something.
That's so
I don't know.
cool.
It was like so many people down there.
See, that's awesome. I love it. See, sports bring us together in weird and wonderful ways. I do love it. And there is nostalgia to it, you're right. And I would love to see Canada bring home the cup. It's been a while.
It would be amazing.
It would be really amazing. All right, so Crystal's really good at reading. And there's another thing. So while I'm a real nature nerd, I'm going to just call myself a nature nerd. I'm a bird nerd, but I'm just a nature dork. We'll be out driving and talking and hiking and doing whatever, and Crystal will go, yeah, so-and-so, that actor. I never, honestly, other than like maybe Tom Cruise, like I remember some names, but I don't remember anything.
You're not a pop culture.
I am pop culture. I don't even know what the word for it was.
You like popular culture, like so things that you would,
I got no
read about it. How do you not see that on like ever on your phone?
Algorithms, dude.
I know.
You get all that kind of stuff, and I get why there's never been a hurricane crossing the equator. Mind you, got that too.
I got that too. So that was just I think I put a bit of everything on there, but obviously if you ever search anything, you are going to see so much of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was just talking to my buddy Gene. He's like, I've been looking for these articles and everybody finds different stuff. I'm like, Gene, I love you, dear, but you look up the most whack stuff in the world. You're not going to see what the rest of us do.
Yeah, you're going to see more of that. More of the same.
Just another reason that we're such good friends is because we are so different yet so alike.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much in common. We have so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk for hours. We have been hiking and paddling for over 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we have only listened to music twice to share a song with each other.
I know. But it's so super weird, actually.
It is weird.
We hardly ever listen to music. Never in the car. We're always talking the whole time in the car.
It's because we never shut up. We talk the whole time we're paddling, the whole time we're hiking, driving.
We do.
So now we're bringing it to our lovely listeners. I think we should bring wine. I think we should sit and have wine, and I'll figure out how to get video because I was videoing this and then it jumped.
No, it did.
So we have no video for our first, but that's okay.
Well,
we'll
you
get
can do
there.
the first 10 minutes or whatever, the first 5 minutes.
But then what? People will be like, where'd they go?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How did that end?
I guess.
Like, sorry, tune into the actual podcast instead of watching the video. I'll get it. I'll figure it out.
Well, dang it. Be so cute.
Right? We are rocking it and everything today.
Again.
Jiminy Cricket. I was even in like my work outfit today because
you look nice.
I've got this new kind of gig on the side and I had to go talk to businesses today. And so I don't usually dress like this.
It looks good though.
Well, thanks. If you all could see me, you'd see how fine I look today. See, that's not going to work because then when we get the video going, they're going to see the normal Shannon and it's...
Now we have to raise our game.
Gosh dang it, now I'm going to have to like dress up or something.
Well,
Holy Hannah
Batman.
Batman.
Like a hair and makeup person before to like...
Oh my God. You are my hair and makeup person. Guys, I'm not joking. I had never even done my hair, like dyed my own hair. I still haven't dyed my own hair. Crystal helped me and dyed my hair for me. And she gives me pedicures and manicures and stuff. I never even had a manicure in my whole life until
we went together.
You took me.
Yeah.
I know. See, that's how non-girly I am.
I know. I do bring the girly to the equation a little bit.
See? It wins. It works.
Yeah.
This is good.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't so bad, is it? Just hanging out.
Yeah,
shooting
it's
the
fine.
bird.
Yeah, it's all right.
See? Okay, so in coming weeks, we are going to, like we said, we're going to talk to some of our friends in different places because there's always cool things going on in the world. And I love talking to people. I love hearing what makes a difference in their world and what caught their attention this week. And I don't know, crazy stories. I mean, there's so many of us are moms and like we got girlfriends in Australia and you got friends all over. I got a cousin in Norway we can reach out and talk to.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I know. I think it'll be super cool. So we'll just have like regular conversations about all the cool stuff going on in the world, kind of thing. So we're going to try and I think we should start with Jelaine next week.
We may have to twist her arm a bit. We'll see.
She might be fine here.
I know. That's a freaking miracle. Just saying.
Winning!
If she hears it, then she might be like, okay, I guess.
Well, we could start with Michelle.
We could.
Because Michelle will be like totally down. We just have to remind her that she has to make it PG. She does have a bit of mouth of the South, kind of. Yeah. See, I don't know. I never even swore until 4 years ago. Now I got a pretty bad mouth sometimes. It's not good. But I'll also you'll hear all my crazy creative cursing. I do say Jiminy Cricket a lot.
You do say that a lot.
We went...
I know the story you're going to tell.
We were in Madeira and Funchal, and we went and did this crazy, what was it called?
I don't know.
Basket sledding?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's some kind of a sled thing down the mountain on the streets.
Sledding.
Yeah.
In a giant basket. It's like a wicker freaking basket.
Yeah, they've been doing it for like 100 years.
They've been doing it for like 400 years.
What?
Dude, it's been like, Because I was
on me for any like,
and I'm dorking out reading all the freaking facts up there.
400 years?
I'm sure it was something like that. It was crazy.
I do remember it was a long time longer than I thought wicker baskets would actually be invented.
I know, and it's the strangest thing. So you ride in these wicker baskets, and these guys with these special shoes stand on these runners on the back, and you fly through the streets of this town down the steep hill, and you get cooking.
And you're on the street. There's cars too.
Oh, I didn't like that part at all.
Yeah. Like there's cars parked on the side. There's cars like coming right down the other, like right up against the other side. Like
the day before, we were the car.
Yeah, we were the
coming
car,
up.
and then we were the person in the basket screaming.
We videoed it, and it was such an eye-opener to how much I say Jiminy Cricket.
We should have counted. I bet you it was like 20, 30 times.
In a minute. Or maybe
something
2.
Like that.
It
Yeah,
wasn't even that long a
every
video.
second like breath, it would be like, oh, Jiminy Cricket! Oh my God, Jiminy Cricket! Yeah. I better not say that because I'll start saying it.
Oh,
you know how that happens? It's never happened yet, but oh my
I'm going to
God.
change it from meet in the middle to Jiminy Cricket. I can see it happening.
Oh
Okay,
God.
funny story. I think I told you this before, but I'll tell our listeners. When my son was really little, he got off the bus one day. We had a long driveway, and he got off, and he was so upset. He was just big crocodile tears, and I said, Jordan, oh my gosh, what's going on, bud? Did you have a rough day at school? And he says, Mom, we gotta talk. I said, okay, what's going on? I learned who Jiminy Cricket is today. I said, oh, well, that's cool. No, it's not. How can you be so mad at a cricket all the time? You're always yelling at him. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just the same. He was so mad at me. So mad at me. He literally went and got one of his little Walt Disney books and pointed out Jimmy the Cricket and said, I should stop yelling at poor Jimmy. But that hasn't happened. That was 14 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm still Jiminy Cricketing it
Yeah.
away over here.
Yeah. Crumbs and crackers. Jiminy Cricket.
Snapping crackers. I also say snapping something else sometimes with a bad word on the end, but we won't do that.
No.
All right, so we're gonna try and keep these to 30 minutes. We're getting pretty close. So
Okay.
I know it's just gonna be our friends in the beginning, but for anyone out there listening to us, thank you. First of all, we really appreciate it. And we kind of want to hear from you. We want to, is there something you want to talk about? You know what I'd really love? Oh, my Jiminy Cricket. See? Oh, good gosh. See? Snap. Okay. You know what I'd love? I'd really, really love if people could call in or write in and tell us the cool facts that they learned.
Oh.
Because sometimes, like, you learn cool stuff that makes you go, wow, like why there's lines in your freezer. Do you know why there's lines in your freezer?
Why there's what?
You know, on the bottom of your freezer and your fridge, there's like grooves.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know why they're there?
I'm guessing to like capture liquid.
No.
Oh.
They're there because you're supposed to stand stuff on the edge, like your packaged meats and stuff. It's for the grooves are supposed to be to stand up your meat so they don't lie flat and ice up.
I guess it's just my freezer that it's like a catch for like anything that melted or.
Your freezer actually melts?
Well, no, but like I'll put things in there. Of course, they're not frozen yet, and then they'll leak or something. So the bottom of my freezer and all those things is full of like water from like cut up vegetables or things like that.
Okay, so mine's full of freezer burnt ice because I lay my stuff flat instead of standing on the edge.
Yeah.
See? Right? Okay, so if any of you look these randomly weird things, that would be great. We'd love to hear from you. I was listening to a podcast a couple weeks ago about these 3 ladies. They were awesome. They were comedians. They were British. They were so funny. And she was talking about how when they started, they asked their listeners to write in and share any problems they had. And as she's doing their last podcast, she says, and by the way, that first year, I had to make up all the problems out there. But eventually they called in and wrote in. And so we expect to make up our own information for a while. But if you do hear this and there's something cool you learned or something you'd love to know that we may know, or good gosh, if there's something you want to know and I don't know the answer,
you'll find it.
I would totally find it.
You will research it. Yes, that's a fact.
I love a good research project. It's so exciting. Okay, so on the whole theme of keeping it light, I think we should end with a really bad joke every week.
Okay.
So, you know how it's dad jokes? Well, my kids call me Moad. My kids didn't have really much of a dad growing up, so they call me Moad. So I think we should have a Moad joke. And my kids think they're all really bad. But this one's really funny.
Okay.
I don't even can tell you.
Where's that button? Okay.
Which one was okay, that was the funny button, and this is the bomb button.
Okay.
So you might want to keep the bomb button ready to go. Okay, so the other day I was walking down the street, and I was assaulted when a guy threw a glass of milk at me.
What?
Can you guess?
No. MILF? I don't know.
How dare ye? Dairy. How dare ye? It was milk.
Oh my
Dairy.
God. Okay. I don't remember which one was which.
See, that's when you need the video. I could hold up the punchline. How dare ye? Dairy,
Okay.
dairy, how dare ye? Okay. Anyways.
That was probably better than my reaction. Sorry, I was more focused on the panel.
It's okay. It wasn't that good. It didn't deserve much of a reaction. I'll get better jokes. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the line we're going to go.
Okay. That sets the bar.
Okay.
We'll see.
I set the bar very low.
Well, it's like averagely. It's in the middle.
It's in the middle! See, meet me in the middle.
And another good example of that, and like with friendship too, is you really want to do a podcast.
I know.
And I was pretty reluctant to do a podcast
I know
because I've been people tried to pressure me before to do these, and I'm always like, no, I'm not doing that. But you were excited and worked your persuasion, and I kind of came that way, and then we met in the middle.
We do this all the time.
I know. Well, that's friendship. That's all relationships, really.
It is all relationships. Amen. Absolutely. Compromise is key. And yeah. And even my stupid fact of the day was about the middle of the earth.
That's true.
Where everything meets in the middle.
Yeah.
And it goes different directions, but it still starts in the middle.
I know. Very cool.
It is very cool. All right. Thanks, you guys. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Crystal.
And we'll talk to you next week. Have a great week, you guys.